All right. How's everybody doing today? Yeah. That was weak. Y'all need to go home.
I was tapping the hearts, man.
You tapping the hearts? I appreciate you. All right, let's try that one more time. I know we can't be too loud, otherwise they'll kick us out. But let's try that again. How are you guys doing today? Awesome. So Ray, come on up next to me, man. So hey, we just want to thank everybody for coming out here. This is the first annual House Flipping Summit. It was something that myself and Ray, we had first met back in September of last year. Mm-hmm. And we fellowshipped and we talked real estate, we talked investing, we talked internet marketing, we talked business. And so we thought in our heads that it might be a really sweet thing for us to just have a mastermind event and just get a lot of the top minds out here and be able to share, the knowledge that we have, but also get knowledge from you guys. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sure that all of you guys, well, let me ask you guys this. How many of you guys have been to real estate events before? Okay, got a couple new ones. And so most of the events that I've been to, and I don't know about you, Ray, or any of you guys in here.
It's not like this.
It's not like this? Tell me about this. Give me the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Well,
besides the
setup, we had chairs and a desk, so this is very much a better setting that we can really talk and speak to everybody. So yeah, very comfortable. Yeah, get more personal.
Oh yeah. And see, that's what we're going for, Valencia. And I mean, we were going for a personal, intimate experience. All right. And yeah, we got hot tubs and jacuzzi tubs in the back, but that don't mean that y'all can use it now. Hey, raise the bodyguard.
Don't get messy now. Y'all better not get messy.
But no. I mean, we're really excited because we want it to be intimate. We want it to be personable. We want it to be a thing where it's fun, it's exciting, that we network, we talk with each other, and that we just share information. Because it's not gonna just be about myself and Ray just speaking. It's gonna be all of us bringing good, solid information to the table. Bible says that iron sharpens iron. All right. And we're all iron up in here, okay? Because we all have something that we can bring to the table, okay? So, Ray?
Okay, so, and just so I did teach you that scripture this morning. I stop lying, man. You talking about legs, legs. So, my name is Ray Mabry. I'm known as Yo on Periscope. And let me ask you guys this right here, because I will be doing a Periscope training later on today. How many people found me through Periscope? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. So that's the majority in here. Majority of people, these two guys here, they're in my local market, Lance and Lionel, so obviously we go way back. So over half of the people that's in here found me through Periscope. And I'm going to be doing a Periscope training because I'm telling you, it's a very, very important medium that guys, if you get in there and you learn the system, it can just take your business to newer levels. I'm going to share some memory with you. I'm going to share some personal information with you. And so just look out for that. But yeah, I'm from Raleigh, North Carolina. Currently live in Raleigh, North Carolina. It's about a 5-hour trip from here to Raleigh.
By airline.
Yeah, airline that is, yeah. By flight, not driving. And been in the business almost 2 years. And I did a scope the other day, which I thought was going to be my 2-year anniversary. We talked about it earlier. And my anniversary on my first deal was actually in April 16th of 2014. So I got my little notes out and everything. I have a tripod out. I'm talking about yo anniversary, and I'm a month in advance. So it's very embarrassing. And I had it on Periscope, but that's the beauty of Periscope. That's the beauty of social media is you can be real. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be polished. People like you to be genuine and be sincere and be honest and straightforward. Because when you see people like the actors and the actresses and stuff, hey, seeing movies and all, they're like Ghosts and some of these Academy Award movies and stuff, that's all acting. The Notebook is another one. Actually, I saw The Notebook and I cried because I didn't know what was going to happen again. Miss Baker was sitting beside me. I was like, They died. So I'm like, no. And I'm like, oh, this on Periscope?
Yeah, that's on Periscope.
Anyway, no, I didn't cry.
Hey, Periscope. It just got real.
But anyways, the point I'm making is acting, and so you can feel it. You can be able to relate to these people because you see how they love each other, and in the end, they end up dying together. And the beauty of Periscope and social media is you can be you. You can be free to be you. Sometimes people think they have to be perfect in order to get out there and share their information and share their journey, and that's the furthest thing from the truth. You know, guys, I'm less than 2 years into this business. Less than 2 years into this business. You know, I tell you, I went out, I did 6 figures within the first 6 months. Now, what I didn't tell you, what most people don't know is, up until real estate, I've been felon. I use a maxed out credit card in order to get some leads and do a mailer. Maxed out credit card. To this day, I don't know how that credit card went through. All right? I still keep that credit card with me now as a reminder. It's paid off, of course, now, but as a reminder of the humble beginnings. You know, so I'm talking about less than 2 years, guys, and I'm taking a multiple 6-figure business to 7 figures this year. I'm going to share some things with you on how I plan on doing that, and I'm even probably going to share some information as to where I am, and I'm kind of, you know, not quite sure if I want to share that part of it, but either way, I'm on my way. And so I just want you guys to just see and just understand where I've come from. It hasn't always been great. You know, it hasn't always been great. And so for me to be standing here before you now, sharing my testimony, sharing my story, it's just humbling because I'm telling you, 2 years ago, I was struggling. I was struggling. Even though I had the sales background, even though, you know, I had the supportive wife, Sanya, which fortunately she wasn't able to be here with me today. But yeah, she always supported me. I mean, it got so bad, guys, that, I mean, anytime you have a woman, this is a mark of a good woman, guys. You ladies, listen up. Ladies, listen up.
Take notes.
Listen up, okay? But no, seriously, okay, so some of you might know my story, but of course I was married before, went through a divorce about 7-8 years ago. I had 3 kids from my ex-wife, all right? And I forgot their birthdays the other day, but they're actually 13, 15, and 16, okay? And so obviously I pay child support, and it is court ordered and stuff, no big deal. I'm not harping about that because they are my kids. It's my responsibility. It's my responsibility to take care of my kids. So, and I don't need the courts to tell me to take care of my kids, but that's kind of how it's set up. Well, 2-3 years back when I was struggling, how do you think that child support got paid? You know what I'm saying? And my wife, she's a teacher. In the state of North Carolina, we're like at the bottom of the totem pole when it comes to income, as far as salaries for teachers. And so sometimes she would take her money and go towards our child support of my kids. Yeah, she's a step parent and stuff, but see, people don't hear stuff like that. All they see is the end result. You know, they see the yo-yo-yos and, you know, the videos and all that stuff, but I'm telling you, man, we struggling. She never once complained. So at this point now, guys, she can have whatever she wants. Drop a pin, see that? Whatever. But having said that, no, she's not driving the Mercedes yet. No, she's not driving the Bentley. We're getting there. Yes, we're on our way. And the great thing about my wife is she doesn't need all that. We just paid her call. What's the day? What's the day? Help me out now.
March 18th.
The Friday, right? The day's Friday.
Yeah, Friday.
Paid it off Monday, this past Monday. Paid it off a little check. Title came in the mail before I left, so put Wednesday. 2 years ago, I went and answered the phone. You know, they call and ask Miss Maybe. He know him. He know him. I'm ringing at the phone, not answering. You know, I'm getting the auditors with the bill collectors for calling and doing their job. And I'm saying, hey, why you calling me? Well, when you gonna pay your bills? And I'm trying to go back and forth with them, arguing with them. You know how we do sometimes. But it's from there to now when we're living in abundance. Well, now, hey, you answer the phone. Hello? You know, I said it with my chest out too. Yo, what's up? You have the wrong number. You know what I'm saying? They ain't calling, collectors not calling anymore. All right, but I'm telling you guys, that's the beauty of this business. And just hang on, guys. We're going to be sharing some personal stuff with you, some things to help grow your business. And we also going to be getting feedback from each one of you as well because we all at different levels. And remember, I often say in my scopes, but I say it again, don't despise where you are now. Use this as a learning experience. Because once you get to your destination, it's going to make it so much sweeter. If you're struggling now, hey, appreciate that. Appreciate it. Own it. Appreciate. Don't stay there. And I know you're not going to stay there because if so, you wouldn't have invested in yourselves to be here. So I know you're not looking just to stay in that situation, but even in that, use it as a learning experience and be willing to share with others. Because I'm telling you, there's a lot of people out here struggling. We went out to dinner last night, and right outside on the sidewalk, the guy, homeless guy, like right outside this building. It's real. Poverty is all around us, okay? So, you know, I just say, guys, let's make sure, one other thing before I pass back to Daniel is, let's make sure we exchange numbers. We got to get to know each other, okay? Because everybody brings something special to the table. There's 3 things I want you guys to write down right quick in the book. First thing is, what are 2 to 3 things each one of you are expecting to learn from this event? 2 to 3 things. I want you to write that down. You don't have to share it, but make sure you write that down. I'm expecting to, whatever that is, 2 to 3 things. Now, if it's going to the casino and all that, guys, I mean, hey, that's cool, but we talking about as far as help grow your business. That's spouses as well now, so I want you guys to, you're here, you're investing time too, so I want to make sure that you ladies get something out of it as well. 2 to 3 things you're expecting to get out of this event. I know I talk kind of fast too, so I give you time to write that down. 2 to 3 things. And the next thing is, the challenge is going to be, I'm going to leave it up to you, every person that's in here that's listening to me, to get those answers, seek out those answers. That's not the second thing, but it's going to be up to you to seek those answers out, whether it comes from myself, Daniel, or someone around you. So if you're looking to say, I'm looking to grow my real estate business 5 deals a month, wholesaling business 5 deals a month, then what you got to do is you got to get around somebody that's doing 5 deals a month, and I don't like to say pick their brain, because I just have a conversation with them, build a relationship with them, get that information, but don't pick their brain. Just ask them, talk to them, find out what's working for them, what's not working for them, all right? Number 2 thing I need for you to do, number 2, is I need for you to come up with an elevator pitch. Elevator pitch. Now it's the elevator. Elevator pitch. Okay, so what's an elevator pitch? An elevator pitch is, whenever you meet someone, you need to be able to tell them 3 things. Who you are, what you do, and how you can help them, or how you help others. Who you are, what you do, how you can help them. So I want you to come up with a personalized elevator pitch to tell who you are, what you do, and how you can help others. Now, I do want you guys to do this as soon as possible, because when you go around and introduce yourselves, I want you to get in the habit of introducing yourself as, hey, my name is Ray Mabry. I'm a real estate entrepreneur. I go around and I teach other people how to grow their real estate business to a 6-figure business, or whatever, you know, however it is. Whatever it is you're looking to do. Now, whether you've done that or not, we're not trying to say something that we're not. So let's say if you're a real estate wholesaler, but you're having a wholesaling deal, you still can say something like, hey, my name is Ray Mabry. I'm a real estate investor, and what I do is I pay cash for unwanted houses, or I help sellers get rid of their own unwanted properties for cash. That's an elevator pitch. And the reason you want to have something like that in place is, when you're out here and you're meeting new people and you're networking with new people, that's going to open up a conversation. Oh, really? How do you do that? That's all you want to get. You want to get some kind of response from these folks so that you can go ahead and start a dialogue, because I'm just meeting Marcus for the first time. Marcus is in Texas, right?
Yeah.
Marcus may know a buyout. Let's say if I have a property. What part of Texas?
Dallas.
Dallas. Okay, Marcus is in Dallas. I know Aunt Pam's in Houston. Okay, Aunt Pam may have a property in Dallas, and vice versa. You guys network together. You're doing deals together. But if you don't meet each other and y'all don't get to know each other, you're missing out on opportunities. You see what I'm saying? So let people know who you are, what you do, and how you can help them. Okay, so the first thing is, what are 3 things you're looking to learn from the event? The second thing is your elevator pitch. Coming up with your elevator pitch. And the third thing, what is the third thing? Let me make sure I get it. The third thing is, and actually the third thing is this. I want you to write this in all caps. All caps. I'm here to build my network. Put in exclamations. I'm here to build my network. Because remember, we often say what? Your network is what?
Your network.
Your network, okay? And that's not a cliche. Remember now, I met Daniel, we met each other in person September. Here it is, March, and we're doing an event together. So it's powerful. The most important thing I think you guys can get from this event is building a strong, solid network with each other. I promise you. I promise you, the person that's sitting beside you can bring some kind of value to your life, one way or the other. You can bring value to their lives, and they can bring value to your life. I promise you that. So it's up to you, though. That's not my responsibility. That's not Daniel's responsibility for you to create a relationship with each other. So I want you to make sure you put it on paper and you be intentional about what you're doing or what you do. Because if you want to be successful in life and in business, you have to be intentional. It's not going to happen by mistake. I promise you that. I was intentional when I went out and I made 6 figures in 6 months. My whole objective, my whole goal was just to make 40 grand for the year. I put my head down, I went to work, I got busy, and within 6 months, I said, okay, I'm on to something here. And I haven't looked back since. So that's my recommendation, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, glad you're here, super excited to have you here. And let's go out here and let's make this event an event that we can remember. Because I'm telling you, you guys spent money, you spent time to be here. Get something out of it. Okay? Don't put the responsibility on me, don't put the responsibility on Daniel, put it on yourselves. Hey, I'm here on a mission. See, I'm telling you, if you take that approach in life and in business, you can't fail. You're not trying to get over on anybody. Nobody say anything about trying to get over anybody. Nobody say anything about trying to get anything from anybody. Remember, you got to try to bring value. That's why I said don't talk about can I pick your brain. That's not value. That's me wanting something. I want something from you. How can you bring value to that person? All right? So, having said that, I'm ready to make it.
Wow, that was good.
Thank you, man.
Yeah. All right, I feel like we should vote for him for president. Yes.
No new taxes.
Right? Got my vote. All right. So, real quick before I introduce myself and my wife, I just want to lay out some of the, I don't want to say rules. I don't like saying rules, but some of the
Housekeeping.
Thank you, Pam. So, basically, we'll be today. We're open till what? 8 o'clock. Oh wow. Okay. So we're open till 8 o'clock. Tomorrow it's going to be from 9 to 6. Thank you. And Sunday is going to be from 8 to whenever they kick us out. So at any time you guys come through the door, the doors will be open during the open periods. Myself and Ray, we're going to be open for one-on-one discussions at various times. And like Ray said earlier, we definitely want you guys to network with each other and learn from each other and speak with each other, communicate with each other. We have a balcony outside, so it overlooks the whole Las Vegas Strip. Very lovely view. If you get mad at us or you feel desperate or whatever, I don't want y'all to jump off of the balcony. That's no good. No suicide zone. But have fun, just go out there, soak in some rays and whatnot. We have refreshments back there, so we have Sprite and some waters and some goodies. So thank you to Melinda for picking that up this morning.
Thank you.
So I had her rushing this morning. But yeah, like Ray said, you have a good wife or a good spouse that supports you, and that's it right there. Happy wife, happy life. So happy hubby, you don't get chubby. And bathrooms, we have a bathroom in here. So we have a big, huge bathroom suite that's in there. So the bathroom is right around the corner. It's in its own little separate room. We have a one-on-one room that we can, discuss things in private, but don't just wander in there. If myself and Ray takes somebody down there, it'll be more on a one-on-one basis. This room right here, is the bathroom going to be open in this room? Yeah? Okay, great. So apart from that, I think we're good with that. So Miss Melinda, come on up, like the price is right. All right, so this right here, this is my rib. So this is my prime rib, not a spare rib.
Right.
Yeah, and she's supported me. We met when she was 19 and I was 20.
Wow.
So y'all know I'm kind of old. You know, Ray was laughing at me because I was putting a little hair dye on my beard this morning. He was like, brother, you got grays in your hair? And I was like, yeah, man, I'm 36 years old. But yeah, we've been together for almost half our lives. And she's definitely been the biggest blessing for me. And my beginnings and where I got started at, you guys, is I was born in DC and I grew up in Omaha, Nebraska. I went through a lot of stuff, issues. When I was young, I got kicked out of college. I was out there chasing girls. I was out there chasing whatever and not chasing my grades. And I quickly got into debt. I had to declare bankruptcy. My credit was shot. The people that were closest to me, they left me. The people that I considered family, they departed from me. And so I felt like I was in a space all by myself, you know. And during that time period, I know this isn't a church, but I'm going to keep on throwing God's name out there. During that time period, when I was at a really, really low place in life, I was working 3 jobs. I was working like a Jamaican. And yeah, I was working like a Jamaican, not making no money. Hey, I'm not running for president. He is. So I don't need to be correct. So, Donald Trump. So, all right. Hey, I'm Ghanaian, so Jamaicans are our brothers. So, one day when I was like at a really, really bad spot in my life, you guys, and how many of y'all have ever been in a really, really bad spot where you didn't know how you're gonna keep going forward, you didn't know how you're gonna move forward, you just felt like throwing in the towel and giving up, okay? And at that point in my life, I was working as a pizza delivery man for pizza, and I came to the parking lot, and in the middle of the night, I seen this coin on the ground, and so I pick it up, and it has praying hands on one side, and then it has a scripture on the backside. It says, I can do all things through Christ Jesus who strengthens me. You know, it's Philippians 4:13, I believe. And that really, really fed my soul. You know, it let me know that, you know, hey, I can do anything. You know, this spot that I'm in, it's just temporary. You know, it's not permanent. It's a temporary situation that I'm going through. Okay? And I say this to say this, you guys, that some of you guys may be going through some temporary situations. But don't let a temporary situation gravitate and make you think that it's going to be a permanent situation, okay? Because if you're at ground zero, there's no place for you to go down lower. You can only go up, okay? If you're at a 0 level, the only place that you can move up to is hero level, okay? Yes, so I just want you guys to remember that, okay? And so, long story short, you guys, I met Melinda, and we met online. And this was before... Yeah, this was before it was even cool to meet online, right? This was back in what, 2000, 2001?
Yeah, yep, 2000.
Yeah, and we were lying to people, you know, because like we thought that people were looking at us like, I'm not online, what's wrong with you guys? You know, you want to tell them how we met?
Yeah, we did met online, but it wasn't like we were trying to find each other online. But it was called Black Planet. I don't know if
she was stalking me.
Yeah. You remember that? Yeah, we used to get on there.
So school.
Okay. Oh, very old school, right? Yeah. So that's how we met, because he was going to a university and I was going to a university, and we, yeah. That's how we met.
And so she was so good that I packed up my bags. I packed up my bag credit. I packed up my car that was about to be repossessed. I packed up my bills and I moved down to Tulsa, Oklahoma. And so I spent 10 years down there, and I got into business. You know, I found that I couldn't keep a job, and it wasn't because I sucked. Well, yeah, I probably suck as an employee, but I'm just being real, y'all.
Let me just say, I tell Daniel this all the time. He needs to write a book. I swear, he's had 99 jobs. I lied to you not. He has had
99 jobs and a paycheck.
He has, and so you know, he's always been trying to find his niche. And I was, you know, and kind of like what Ray was talking about his wife. You know, I was the main one that was kind of like kind of the support and the stabilizer. He just always wanted to, he always told me, he said, Melinda, I do not want to do a 9 to 5 all my life. He said, I want to do, you know, I want to have freedom of my time. And he always said that. And of course, I'm from old school. No, you need to have a 9 to 5. 9 to 5, health insurance, benefits, this is what we need. You know what I mean? More the traditionalists, more of them, definitely not. So, but one thing about him, even though he did get a job, he was always trying to build business. He explored, he studied. Every online business you think, he did it. I keep telling him he needs to write a book, because you wouldn't believe, before he came into this, all the different ventures that he's done. I guarantee if you throw one out that was online, he did it. He did it. He sold everything online. So
we moved to Las Vegas so we could become strippers. Just kidding.
And every time he would come to me, he said, "Melinda, I got another idea. This is gonna make us some money." Oh my gosh, I would cringe. I'm like, "No, just look in the wanted section. Just go." He's like, "No, Melinda, I got this great job. You can sell this jewelry online." If I had $1 for every time he came to me with an idea. So just to let you know, if you do, because I know there are couples in here, and if you're married to that one who has that spirit of we can do this, they have that visionary, continue to support it because it's there for a reason. Because I don't believe we would be where we are today hadn't I seen that and encouraged that. So it's not a deficit, it's not a loss, it's something that's in them. And they just need to get it out. And finally, we found our groove, and they're going to tell you about it. And this is where we are today.
Awesome. Nice.
And so, I was very broke, and I didn't have any money. And she still accepted me, which is awesome. And long story short, you guys, I had one of those credit cards where those credit cards they give you when you got bad credit. Your credit sucks.
Secure.
Yeah, secure. Yeah, we're good. We don't need any towels or anything like that. Huh?
I got some anyway.
Oh, you got some anyways? Okay.
So what happens when you're in a hotel, you just get benefits.
Right?
Give me some towels, I want some.
All right.
Look, he even got tissue in
Yeah, this brother's stocking up.
Free. That's good.
I went to Walgreens. So look, you guys, I had, what do you guys call it, a secured card? So it was a $300 limit, right? And right off the bat, Ray, they took off like $100 for you suck your credit as garbage and whatever. They took off $100 for my fee. So I was only left with $200. And so off of that little crappy $200 credit card, within 8 months, I built a business online, which was not netting me, but it was grossing me $60,000 to $80,000 a month. Okay. Now, can y'all imagine being in a spot where you got garbage credit, you only have $200, you barely have enough money to pay the bills, where in the span of 8 months, you're making 6 figures? It's crazy, I call it a blessing, But look, that lasted for a long time. I mean, not a long time, but it lasted for about a year and a half. And then due to changes with my advertisers who I was running my internet marketing business through, because I was doing affiliate marketing, I was selling ringtones, I was selling payday loans, I was doing dating offers, I was doing everything, selling jewelry online, like my wife said, and we were banking. And so I was using Google AdWords, and Google AdWords, gave me a kick, and they booted me off. And so pretty much what I went from, you guys, is I went from a spot where I was making $2,000 to $3,000 a day in revenue to a spot where I was making absolutely no money at all. Okay? And that's scary. And so I was confronted with the fact that there's a strong possibility that I'm gonna have to go back and get that dreaded JOB, just over broke job. And I didn't want to do that. And so I searched for the next 2-3 years for something that would be a good business for me. Okay, and so luckily, because I've been through bankruptcy when I was younger, I spent my money wisely. Okay, so I paid off my student loans, my bachelor's degree. I paid off Melinda's bachelor's degree, and we paid cash for her graduate school education. Paid off all of our vehicles, any credit cards that we had or debt that we had, paid that off. We paid off the majority of our house that we had at the time, and had nice lump sum that was saved up. Okay, but I tell you, when I was making that amount of money, man, I thought I was Jay-Z. I was only 25, 26 years old. You know what I'm saying? And I was and I lied to you not. We came up to this very hotel, in this very, not this very suite, but one of these suites, right? And I remember I went to the balcony, and I kind of looked in the balcony to Las Vegas Boulevard, and I seen somebody pass out on the streets. It was at 6 o'clock in the morning, and you get that in Vegas. Anyways, I looked out into the street and I was like, man, I've arrived, and I kind of was cocky with it, I was kind of exalting myself, But how many of y'all know that if you exalt yourself, God has a way of coming in and humbling you? You know? And so I got humble. You know, I ain't scared or ashamed to admit it. You know? And so it was a good humbling. Okay? So again, for the next 2-3 years, you know, I was struggling, I was bumping, I was trying to find some way to make money. And, you know, times had gotten bad towards the end where, you know, I went out and I got a paper route. You know, I was delivering the Tulsa World, you know, early in the morning, every single day, you know, for about 3-4 months. How long was it?
Probably about 6 months.
About 6 months. And that sucks. I don't know how many of y'all have ever delivered newspapers as an adult. That's garbage. I mean, like, I was like, man, I failed at life. I'm like, can I hit the reset button?
This is how I know he felt, because every time I would ask you, how was your day? I hate my life. It sucks.
Just like
I didn't even say it like that. I said I'm sucking balls over here.
Yeah,
You know. Again. He's running for president. Hey, I'm just being real with y'all. You know. And so, I mean,
Yes, I'm done.
Okay.
in a heterosexual way, but anyway, anyways, eventually what I did was I started using my internet marketing experience and my knowledge, and I went out there and I was helping local businesses to put their businesses online and generate them leads. And so I was going after lawn care companies, I was going after physicians, I was going after attorneys, other a lot of different high-paid entrepreneurs and small businesses. And so one of the businesses that I helped out was an attorney. And so I made, you know, pretty decent money generating him leads. But from that business that I had, I discovered that there was a niche within the divorce field where I could actually prepare documents for people that were pro se, meaning that they were doing the divorce or the annulment themselves, and I could make money as long as I'm not giving them legal advice, or as long as I'm not trying to represent them in front of the judge. I can do the paperwork for them. And so that right there, that gave birth to my second six-figure business, and that was at the age of 29, I believe. And so by the age of 30, I had built up 2 businesses that had generated me six figures annually. Okay, and so I actually am still running it. Well, actually, I'm not running it, but my employees are, and I sold out most of my share to a good lady, and she's my partner in it. But obviously, you know, I don't even know how I got into the divorce game, you know, because I'll be real with you. Yeah, I don't really believe in divorce. It was just something which happened to me. You know, I'm a proponent for marriage. It was just something that, you know, was there when I needed the money, and I built a business out of it. And so anyways, I found myself wanting to get out of that business. You know, I didn't want to do my day-to-day activities doing that. And so I was listening to the podcasts about internet marketing, and I discovered a podcast by Sean Terry and Nathan Jurowitz. And they're talking about internet marketing, but among other things, they were talking about real estate and wholesaling and how you could get out there and you could flip houses with no money down and no credit. And I'm like, you can do that? And so I did some further research, and I found that Sean Terry had another podcast called Flip to Freedom. And many of you guys have heard of that. Matter of fact, that's how I met you, Brian.
Yep.
And I listened to it. I consumed the information. I think I got his free ebook. I started going to YouTube. I started watching other people's videos, and this was back in 2010. Okay, and I was watching people like Imam, the Philly wholesaler. I was watching people like Antonio Edwards, people like Chris Bruce, people like Marcel Humphreys, Sean Terry. There's a bunch of other people that were on there, and I mean, I see people talking about like, oh, I made $10,000 holding up checks and this and that. And you know, I'm not gonna lie to you. Some of the people that were holding up checks, I was like, man, if this brother over here can do it, then I know I can do it. And I mean, no offense to anybody. And so I hunkered down. had a partner down there in Tulsa that I was working with, and we started wholesaling houses, okay? And we put out a bunch of bandit signs for cash buyers, and immediately we got over 200 cash buyers in little old Tulsa, Oklahoma that were open to buying properties, okay? And so we did marketing for sellers, and we got one property under contract pretty quickly, but that property was a bugaboo. We had the property under contract for about 8-9 months, okay? And we had to go to the lady, she was a widow, and we had to extend the time about 2 or 3 times, okay? And we finally closed the deal, but we only made $6,500, which we had to split 50-50. So I made like $3,000 in the span of like 8 months, okay? How many of y'all know that sucks? Yeah? And so during that time period, you guys, we had gotten 3-4 other properties under contract, but because I didn't have coaching, I didn't have direction, I didn't have the knowledge, those deals, they quickly dissipated, okay? And so that's one of the reasons why I'm a big proponent of coaching. Not anybody's coaching, but you gotta make sure that it's somebody who resonates with you, because there's so many people that are out there who just want your money. And so after that first deal, that gave me all the information that I needed, and I quickly started wholesaling deals quickly, okay? So next deal that I got it on January 1st. I flipped it on January 14th. I got it under contract for $10,000, and I flipped it for $15,000. Made $5,000 in less than 2 weeks. I was excited. Even better, my wife was more excited. She started rubbing on my bald head, talking about you so TMI.
Yeah, I
I'm Donald Trump. This is Hillary Clinton. And so, deals started closing quickly, and one thing led to another. I put out a YouTube channel, House Flipping Ninja, and I did that just to hold myself accountable towards taking action and building up my business, okay? And I called myself the House Flipping Ninja before I even flipped my first house. How crazy is that?
Wow.
And so another thing that the Bible says is that you should speak those things that be not as though they are. Okay? Speak things into existence even though you don't see it. Okay? And when you start speaking things, you start acting like something has happened even before it's come into fruition, or as Ray would say, fruition.
I can't learn it right now. Just wait.
Get me?
Just wait. I'm going to use million words. Not in the Bible. Now you got a dictionary. You got a dictionary, all of it. Memorize and all that.
It's okay.
But really, you guys, that was my third 6-figure business that I created, okay? And TV producers came and they said that, hey, you're so awesome, you're tall, dark, and handsome, and well, maybe one of those things. But dark. Yeah, I didn't say nothing. But I was hoping you'd say tall. But TV producers came and they basically said that, hey, we think you guys have what it takes to be on TV. And obviously, we kind of thought, they're, full of BS and whatnot. And so we didn't really respond to them. But the lady kept on contacting me over and over again. She contacted me via email, via my Facebook group. She got my business line. She even got my personal cell phone number. I don't know how she got my personal cell phone number. I don't like stalkers. I was like, who are you? And so anyways, I gave her some conversation, and I talked to her, and one thing led to another, and they flew on down. We did a pilot episode that had good numbers on HGTV, and then they ordered a series of 12 episodes for us to shoot down in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So during the span of like 7 to 8 months, we rehabbed 12 homes. It was a crazy experience. It's an experience that I will never want to go through again, okay? Because that was the first time that I rehabbed homes, okay? And I'll share a little bit about that with you guys. And you guys know about doing the rehabs. That's a hectic schedule, especially if that's your first rehabs, okay? But you guys, if I can do it, if Ray can do it, you guys can all do it, okay? Like whatever you want to strive and achieve in life, your real estate business, I want you guys to believe that anything is possible. I don't want you to put a ceiling or a roof on how far up you can go. Okay? We're gonna have a fun time the next 3 days, but we just want you guys to just kick back, learn, be excited, and just have fun. All right? Yeah. Oh, so Periscope?
It just dropped anyway.
Oh, okay.
As soon as you finish.
So hey, we're gonna go. Do you have anything?
Yeah, I just want to say one other thing too. Curtis? All right, welcome Curtis. Let's everybody welcome
There
Curtis.
it is.
So y'all gonna go around and we're gonna introduce ourselves. I know people say sometimes it's time consuming, but we do need to know who each other are. And remember that when we have breaks, make sure you network with each other. I just can't emphasize that enough. Make sure you get to know each other. Everyone, everybody got to go. The assignment for the next 2.5 days is everybody got to meet everybody. Hey, don't try. All right, good. See, liability. But make sure you meet everyone. Meet everyone, because I'm telling you, that person you sitting beside, that person sitting across the room for you, could be the answer to your prayers. It could be your next deal. It could be your next JV partner. All right. I just want to say one other thing too. A key to my success. People say, "Oh, Ray, what's your secret to success?" Which really ain't true. We know there are no secrets. The main thing is just going out here hustling and working hard and stuff. But believe it or not, the key to my success is, and guys might want to write this down. I do it afraid. I do it afraid. I do it afraid. And make sure you write down the words "I do it." I do it afraid. Public speaking. Some people would rather die than speak in public. I'm not the best public speaker out there, but I do it anyway. Huh? So what? Yeah. You see what I'm saying? You got to do it anyway. Lance, he's not a public speaker, but he speaks every day. You got to do it anyways. Do it afraid. Listen, we're going to make mistakes. We're human. But what people look at is they think you have to be perfect in order to make money. I did a scope a couple days ago. I made 2 big blunders. You got me on the scope? Made 2 big blunders. I think that same day I made like $6,000 that day. Not bad, right? I mean, in one day, that's pay some bills, But either way, I still made mistakes, and I own those mistakes. I accept them. I realize that, hey, I may make up a word, and it's coming to fruition, whatever I say, fruition, however it goes. I know how to do. Is that the best you can do? Y'all cash flow quickly. I know how to say that too. I know how to say put it in my bank account. I know how to go see the teller and be like, hey, I need 5, I need stack. You know what I'm saying? So that's not stopping me from being successful. And I want you to realize too, don't let that stop you as well. We all have strengths, we all have weaknesses. We all do. Everybody in this room. You have something positive you bring to the table, you have something you can improve on. A lot of times we spend so much time on our deficiencies. What we not good at? Oh, I can't go talk to sellers. Hire somebody to do it. You see what I'm saying? If that's not your strength, then outsource that. Hire someone. JV with someone. See, guys, think outside the box, because we can be our own worst enemy. A lot of times we are. And we look at it and say, okay, Ray and Daniel, they up here, they doing this. Look, guys, we just explained to you, we didn't start this way. And this is not the end. We still growing.
Yep.
We're going to get better. Each day, we make mistakes each day, okay? So do it afraid anyways. Do it regardless if you're unsure, you're not sure of yourself, still do it. Same thing about doubt. Do it even if others say you can't do it. That's one of the main reasons you should do it, if others say you can't do it. That should really, really motivate you, because you're going to have a lot of haters. Everybody's not happy for your success, nor sad for your failures. That's one thing I say all the time. Everybody's not happy for your success. Just own it. Own it. And it's not a thing to where it's a particular race or none of that. I'm talking about people in general. You're going to have haters. You're going to have male haters. You're going to have female haters. You're going to have haters of different race, nationality, religion. That's just how people are. But if you go in it with that realization, knowing that, hey, that's how it is, it helps me stay more grounded. Because I realize, well, I'm not doing this for my haters anyways. I'm on a mission. I got a purpose in life, and I'm gonna see it come through. I got a family, I got people depending on me. So why should I matter what somebody says about me on the internet? That's not even gonna be, I'm not gonna even do any deals with anyways. I'm not gonna make any money with them. So what difference does it make if somebody doesn't like the way I talk, or like the way I look, or like the way I sound? They're not tied to my destiny. They're not tied to my success. And you guys got to realize that. I'm telling you, because when you out here and you're doing things and you've been successful, see, a lot of times what stops a lot of people is the ridicule. You know, I don't want to put myself out there because I may fail. That's part of the process. Failure is part of the process. It is. I explained to you earlier, I can't even tell you how many times I failed. Can't tell you. But it didn't stop me. Here I am. I'm here before you right now talking to you. Continuing to grow each day, getting better each day. That should be a mission in life, is get better every day. Every day of your life, just get better. Get better. We all getting older. We can't do anything about that. Everybody getting older. You're older today than you were yesterday. I promise you. Why not get better? Why not get better with age? You get better with time. See what I'm saying? All right. So fear, doubt, uncertainty, anxiety, and embarrassment. Those are like 5 things that keep people from moving forward. Fear, doubt, uncertainty, anxiety, and embarrassment. Don't let that stop me. Don't let it stop you, that is. You must be willing to put yourself out there, as I said earlier. And one last thing is, most successful people are less talented. There are a lot of successful people out there that's less talented than you are right now. There are a lot of successful people out there that don't have as much talent as you have. So my question is, if they're riding around in the Bentleys and the Rolls Royces and the Bugattis and all that stuff, and you know, some of like your hip hop artists. I mean, I don't listen to hip hop. I can't take it because I'm going somewhere. You know what I mean, it's just not good for you. You think I mess words up? Them jokers, they'll mess some words up. I'm even talking about Snoop Doggy Dogg too. You know, his house, and his house, and his house. But hey, I'm telling you, they got a following and stuff. But the point I'm making is, I'm just as talented as most of them are.
That's right.
I am. I know just as much as most of them.
That's right.
Most of them know. And of course, most of them surround themselves with smarter people that's smarter than they are. I mean, that's one of the key things you need to do too. But that takes money. You know, you can't go hire a CEO or a CFO and you broke. You know, you got to be able to generate some revenue. So, hey guys, let's dig in. We're gonna go around. Does anybody need to take a break right quick?
Yeah. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and take a 15-minute break, you guys, and then we'll reconvene at 2 o'clock. But I mean, feel free, get some snacks, walk around, use the bathroom in there if you want to go to the balcony, and we'll come back in 15 minutes. All right.
And then we're gonna start just briefly introducing ourselves. So, guys, check it off. Remember, meet each other. Meet each other. Don't just be strangers.